What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with the over review. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that. Look, I got to start with the story of them all. So this episode, Barry out of jail, so he goes visits Richard, right, in the hospital. Barry's apologizing, saying he's sorry. He just went into a rage. Everything went blank. And then, he just apologized to his daddy. And so Richard, he was like, man, look, it's okay. You out of jail. Like, let's put this behind us. I'm tough as an ox. Like, let's move on. So, Barry asked, where his mama is. And so let's get to Nancy. Nancy, she's still in the hospital. So we get introduced to her sister named Beverly, right? We find out Nancy's sister, like she a crackhead. Like she don't mean nobody no good. Nancy calling her asking about Picky, like why you ain't tell me, and she's like, I meant to call you, but I got high, right? And so Nancy on the phone talking all this talk to her, and the sister Beverly, she was like, look, I need some money. I know you help me with the rent, but I need some money. And Nancy gonna say, I'm not giving you a dime. Like, and so she said, bitch, you show this what you wanna do. That's what she told Nancy. And I'm here for the energy. I'm here for it. And so Nancy say, yeah. And she said, well, okay, I'm gonna do what I got to do to make sure I get mine, etc., etc. I'm here for it. Y'all, listen. We all agree Nancy ain't mother of the year material, right? We all there. So then she go IDs the body, and she faints a little bit, which was whatever. So then she goes back into the room where Richard is, and she was like, Barry was in there, and she mad at Barry because she said, you did it. What about telling the truth? What about this, that? And Richard was like, we gave Picky a chance. But you know what, I forgot. When Nancy was on the phone with her sister was saying that Picky is more of her child than hers. And so I didn't know what that meant. So like I said, Nancy go to the room. She mad at Barry because he free. Makes no sense. And she was like, Picky, he never had a chance. She emotional. She want Barry to go tell the truth and be locked up. You got one son. Lord have mercy. And so Richard said, we gave him a chance. And so she say, and Richard say, well, Barry was going down the wrong path, so I had to save my son. And she said, and let mine die. And Richard say, Barry's like, I'm right here, Mom. Richard said, what you mean? What are you saying? And she say, Pickett was my son. Now, Tyler, we ain't need that. At least I did. I ain't need that. Now, here's the thing. How do I feel about Pickett being her son? It don't really change the fact that she still ain't getting no brownie points for being a good mom. Like, yes, so one of your sons dead, right? Now all of a sudden, you want your living son to go to prison. I'm just not understanding what's going on in this moment in time. I'm truly not understanding Nancy's logic, although it is something about taking accountability for wrongdoings, mistakes, etc., etc. But given the circumstances, she getting on my goddamn nerves. Then she talking about having a funeral for him, making Richard go into his retirement and pay for it. I'm just like, Lord, Nancy, let's not, look, if you want to do right by Picky, you should have did that while he was living, as opposed to now he dead. So I don't know. I ain't really feeling that. I'm just really not. Y'all may like Nancy for trying to do what she trying to do. Me personally, I don't like it at all. Like, I truly don't. So anyways, moving on. The episode starts with Kyle. Somehow or another, Kyle's able to beat up what the boy named Max, and get away from a half Uma. Long story short, he shoot both of them. Now, it looked like he unloaded the clip on Uma. I think Uma dead, but it's a chance that Max is gonna survive the couple gunshots that he got hit with. And so upon leaving, Kyle threw down some pictures and a gun, and he goes and burned, I believe it was maybe in Max's vehicle. I don't know, because the mattress was in there, right? So as he's burning the vehicle, the president called, asking do he got under control, and he was like, yeah, it's my job to protect you, yada, yada, yada. And so the president gonna ask this man, when he gets back, to be prepared to deal with his wife and be prepared to pull down his pants. And so Kyle was like, okay. And so Hunter was like, you weird, like, you supposed to ask why. And Kyle just like, I'm here to serve you. And Hunter was like, well, the reason why is I want to see how much butt you got left once she gets done chewing it. I didn't understand it, but whatever. It is what it is. So, moving on, Veronica storms in the Oval telling Hunter that Kyle took the mattress and all of this, and she asking him how can he trust him. And Hunter responds, he knows a lot of things. Look, I got this, I'm the president, etc., etc. And she called Hunter a joke. She said, man, you a joke for a president, man. You ain't got no power, you don't trust, you just don't know what you're doing. And I completely agree, because the least Tyler Perry could do is make the show somewhat like Scandal and have them dealing with some type of presidential duties, COVID duty, China duty, or something. Like, he's just literally sitting up in the White House getting a free check, looking at black girls. That's it, Tyler. Like, come on now. So anyways, also, they're moving on this episode. Gail is on the phone or Skype or whatever with the attorney that she's trying to file for emancipation or whatever it's called. And Veronica is at the door acting a damn fool. Being Veronica, trying to get in there. And of course, the attorney was recording everything. Veronica calls Secret Service and somebody asked them for a sledgehammer. They going like a dummy and get it for, and Lord have mercy. Then the Donald gets a visit from his right-hand man, Alan, with details on how Gail has been able to contact this attorney, and it's through the president's secure Wi-Fi. And he says the reason that it raised a red flag because of the type of porn that goddamn perverted son of theirs has been watching. Tied up, bondage, strangulation, it just nasty. And so the Donald, they both trying to go talk to the president. They see Victoria dragging the sledgehammer behind her. It was an epic scene the way they shot that thing. Like, she was dragging that thing like she was finna go, you know what I'm saying, and go handle some business. And so he sends Alan to go get the president, and he trying to talk Victoria out of doing whatever it is that she finna do. And she said, I need a man's help. And I just be like, you know, Donna, you work for her parents, so at some point, I need you to boss up on her and put her in her place. And so she gets closer and closer to Gail's door, and so he takes the sledgehammer, and he said, Victoria, you shut the F up or whatever, and you listen to me, you damn fool, you willing to throw it away. And I was just like, ooh, Donald, like, you okay? You know, I'm feeling that. You feel what I'm saying? Because Victoria was definitely finna go make a move that was gonna cost her in the long run. And so, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I was happy that the Donald called. He said, Victoria, you stupid fool. You got everything at your fingertips, and you willing to throw it away over because she won't open the door. You know, y'all seen the show. And so, the president and Alan shows up, and she's like, Hunter, I want you to fire him. And Donald was like, sir, I apologize, I lost my cool. Hunter like, you good. No, you good, I'm not firing you, etc., etc. And so, long story short, she get mad or whatever. And so, the Donald basically tell them they need to go in there. She on the phone with the lawyer right now. They need to fake being happy and all of this and all of that. So they go in there, fake it with Gail, as if everything is normal, no problems, that she's making this stuff up, that they gonna, send her to get some help, etc., etc. And they come down, and Victoria asks Hunter, how do you know? And he say, what? How do I know, that she's on the line with him right now? Like, how do they know that? She said, no. If your Wi-Fi is so secure, how the Secret Service able to tell you what's going on with it? But it's supposed to be so secure. I done told you can't trust none of these people over here. And she does have a good point with that. But they did have a better point when it's like, you finna go in there and run up in that room with a sledgehammer and your daughter recording this whole thing. Like, sit your ass down somewhere, girl. So, that's pretty much that. Also, this episode, Diane, the acting press secretary, accused Ellie of sleeping with the president again, and said that she got the DNA sample from the panties coming back in 24 hours. We all know them panties belong to Denise. And so Ellie say, you know what? I hate for the acting press secretary to have a sexual harassment complaint filed in HR. So Diane like, oh, you got some balls, huh? You got a small pal. But she knew she wasn't serious with it, so she didn't take it too serious. And so she tell the girl to go home. Now the Donald, he tells Alan to go home. Now it looked like Alan gay. Alan was looking at the Donald like, sir, I'm here to, serve you. Like, yeah. Like, but then Alan was like, okay, I'll go home. And Donald asked that his wife call. And so he was like, nah, but send some flowers. They always help. Speaking of the Donald's wife, we're going to kill this quick. Lydia went to Bobby. Basically, her plan is like, Bobby, can you hide me? Can you keep me safe? Can you protect me? Can you love me? I just can't fake it with him anymore. And Bobby was like, I got a cabin. We can hide you there. You can work on your sketches, etc., etc. So, Lily with Bobby, right? We don't even care. So, Alan leaves and he runs into Ellie. Apparently, they some sort of a thing, right? Now, they working for somebody because they was asking each other, how's your guy? And they both like, my guy's good. And so he also asked her about, Diane. And she said, I told the president. He was like, what? Why would you do that? And so she says, hey, he gonna handle it, etc., etc. And so I don't know who they work for. And at this point in time, I think it's episode 22, 23 of the season 1. Tyler, you introducing new characters. I need something to happen with somebody. Somebody need to work, like for real. And so she gets a message from her boss saying that she wants a full detailed report about what happened with her and the president. And I'm just like, lady, you the press secretary. You ain't HR. You doing too much. You really putting your job in danger. But that keeps Alan and Ellie from going out celebrating. I'm not sure if it was their first day on the job or more so our first day seeing them. But yeah, they are a thing, or either they just real close because they work together. Like, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that was pretty much the episode. We find out that, what a lot of y'all thought was true, that Picky turned out to be Nancy's son. We also find out that Diane about to really lose her job because now the president got to go and get the panties. Because if it come back that Denise was in the hospital for some panties, it gonna look bad and what was on TV. So Diane, you doing too much. Chill out, relax. And let me tell you something. So Diane, this applies to you, and I'm gonna let this go. So when I remember when I was taking my concealed carry class, the instructor, he was like, with this gun, it can create problems that it has no business creating. He said, if you walking and you see somebody pull out a gun and, holding somebody at, whatever the gun point, or if you see it from your car, whatever the case is, he say, it sometimes it's best to mind your business because, he told a story about that actually happening and the guy was actually an undercover agent, right? And now, because you done pull your gun and shot an undercover agent, you know what I'm saying, you in a hole, you want some hot water. So he said, basically, when you see that, you have to make a decision. And he said, a lot of times the best decision is to keep minding your business. Denise, whatever your name is, Daria, what the press, Diane, mind your business. Put them panties in the trash and mind your business, because you gonna end up without, you already not even the full-time press secretary. You are acting press secretary. You finna lose your job. But that's all I got, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm out of here, man. Holla at y'all good folks later. Peace.